and welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel, where I'm passionate about helping victims of all ages and all genders overcome the fear of facing the abuse to become survivors. Over here, we do not do moments of silence, we do moments of speaking, where we speak out the names of victims and we speak out the names we speak out the names of survivors. And so far we have been coming in over here under the umbrella of justice for Shanquella Robinson, because we believe that if we unite, there's strength in numbers. There's strength in numbers. If we unite for one strong cause, and we really unite for strength in numbers under the umbrella of Justice for Shanquella Robinson, that we will be able to leverage that and get hey, y'all, come on, please hit the like button on your way up in here. We're gonna be able to leverage that. We're gonna leverage that power, and then we're gonna be able to demand justice for past victims, and we're going to be able to decrease significantly future occurrences because we're going to be together. So once we join together, we're going to be able to talk to one another and be able to warn each other. So we'll be on the lookout for these demons and stuff, and we'll be less likely to get involved with negative people and stuff like that and stuff. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. For those of you who don't know me, 52 years old, a proud Gen Xer, the proud mother of 3 adult children, 2 XY chromosomes, and 1 XX. Let's see, hold on, y'all. I got cough. Sorry, y'all. I think it's that damn cat that's causing my allergies to act up. And I've been having this cough for the last 2 days when be sucking on these cough drops. It's dry. It's just this tickle in the back of my throat. Anyway, I think it might be the cat that's been getting to me. I don't know. Anyway, so excuse me. I may have to utilize these here cough drops to get through this here live tonight. I was contemplating if I was going to come on or not because of this cough, And y'all know how much I like to talk. And it seems like I don't know if talking is triggering it or what, but let me take this cough drop and then go back to my speech. For those of you who don't know me, 52 years old, proud Gen Xer, and the proud mother of 3 adult children, 2 XY chromosomes, and 1 XX. And I have over 30 years of nursing experience, so I am familiar with caring, and I love caring and sharing and all that good stuff. And we over here caring and sharing for justice for our dear sister Shanquella Robinson, which we are soon approaching a year anniversary to this. And so far, they have been giving us the run around, hoping that people will get weary in well-doing and just give up. But we are excited over here that we know that for in due seasons we shall reap if we faint not, and that's why we are standing strong here today, all these months later. And I'm just grateful, y'all. Coming on out here good. Here's a new name. Karen E. Parker says, hello, Karen. Welcome to the chat. Today is August 4th, 2022. I'm sorry, 2023. I know, like, I've been doing a lot of these premieres and stuff, and every once in a while, still be 1 or 2 people that be thinking that it's premiere usually is the clip. these lives are lives. I said that's when it's the real me. Not that it's not the real me, but that'd be the me from the past. This here is the me from the present. Me from the present. What up, Janet? Janet says hi to the RN. What's going on, Janet? I'm happy to be here today. Karen says justice for Shanquella Robinson. Yes. And two, there's been, like I said a little bit ago, that they've been trying to silence us because they really want this to die down. But they're probably amazed too that this is still like high on the search engine. But they're trying to shadow ban to make it appear like nobody's like interested in this and not. So I'm just grateful. That's why it's important that we just continue on. And that's why, I love clipping those parts, those lives from the past, because this ain't nothing changed. And then it's a good way to stay focused and to not get distracted. So when they try to slide in these lies, if you don't continue to stand on the truth and the facts, you will be open to receive those lies and stuff. Hey, y'all in here chatting early. Hey, what's going on, Jamie? Hey, Jamie. Welcome. It's nice to see you, beautiful. Jamie says, hey, my beautiful RN in chat. Justice for Shanquella Robinson. Yes, and we got loves and hugs and all that good stuff. And I'm just grateful to, like a lot of the stuff, it's like this been going on now, y'all. What's it? Dang, this is like almost 9 months. Wow. For the 9 months I carried you, dwelling inside me. No charge. Stop, I choked myself. Anyway, probably about maybe 1.2% of y'all know what I just sang. What's going on, y'all? See, Janice says, keeping it hot for Shanquella. Yes, that's what we're doing over here. We're keeping it hot. We are keeping it hot. And the enemy is not liking that at all. Ain't liking it at all. Wasn't planning on us keeping it hot like this. What's up, Helen Henry? Helen Henry says, nice to see you back covering Shanquella Robinson. Not too many moderators are speaking of this topic. I think they tried to put an energy out there to make people stop talking about it by saying that, you couldn't talk about it and you couldn't use the name and all that stuff. And those things are absolutely not true. They're not true. It's still a hot topic. I know it's because they want this to die down. They want it to die down and for people to just go, oh, well, on to the next person, on to the next thing. But it's something pivotal about the Shanquella Robinson case that won't let it go for people. There's a reason why y'all still, coming over here and stuff. There's a reason why people are identifying that they're, trying to, blow out the candle, throw some water on the fire, to make this all go away. And I do believe that it has something to do with the election that's coming up. People be holding out for votes and stuff. And that's why, I've, come to the conclusion that, we got to get political because, we got to unite. First off, what we got to do is unite. And that's why over here, we don't do moments of silence. We do moments of speaking. And I'm so proud of our premiere that we had earlier today. We did the clip from the domestic abuse. And I'm always grateful when we have people, shout out to ATM, who gave their testimony in the chat. It's a lot of survivors out there, right? Because that's where the power is at, because you can't help the fact that you were victimized. But if you are still here, that means that you have the potential to be a survivor. And that means facing the abuse, dealing with the abuse, and doing things to heal yourself so that you can become a survivor and be a help to somebody else, And thank you, Janet, for all your wonderful words that you added to the chat today, too. And you're very welcome, Helen Henry. Thank you for acknowledging that. What's up, PM channel? PM channel. And I hope y'all did go over there and check out PM channel. PM channel, you got a good channel over there. I like your channel. Very nice. And I know, you're putting the truth out there. So a lot of times, those are the channels that they want to turn the light down on. You know what I mean? Showing the video and all that stuff, putting it out there. Yeah. Proud of you, PM channel. Thank you so much for, sharing a platform for justice for Shanquella Robinson. Like I said, anybody who is for justice for Shanquella Robinson is all right in my book. That's whose side I'm on. PM channel says, I was going to ask you if there is something going on behind the scenes to try and silence talk about Shanquella. Yes, I do believe that there is. And if we go back and look at like the old videos and stuff, and if you see how when when they tried to introduce the lies, and then I'd come out with the truth, the math and science, that's when and that's what I wanted to do too. And I when I go back and do these clips, a lot of times I tell y'all, when I do the clips, I just go off into, the collection, and I just boom, pick a video, a live, and then I just, usually the lives be like 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. So I'll just, clip like an hour and some change on one of the lives, and it's unedited, it's just chop, some time, upload. And most of the time I'm not really sure what was said in the live, or what I know it was about Shanquella, so that's why I'm comfortable just chopping and putting it out there. However, when I've watched it, sometimes I'm not available to watch the premieres because I'm working. I just recently shut down my Turo business, but a lot of times I'm asleep or I'm busy. I'm doing things that I didn't have time to go live. So I would offer the clips to have a gathering spot for people to come together demanding justice for Shanquella Robinson, just to show the world that we haven't forgotten about this, and that we won't, and that it's the good people like y'all that's going around making sure that you come over, put in over in other people's chats, like PM channel has dedicated the channel to Shanquella, getting justice for Shanquella Robinson, and also other victims and stuff like that. So yes, definitely I do believe that that they are trying to silence this. Definitely. What's up, JP6? JP6 says, what's up, everybody? Hello, RM. What's up? What up? JP says, I'm surprised that no one tried to hurt the Cabo 6. I don't know. Who's singing? Now that I forgot what I was singing. I know I was singing some. Oh, I was just warming up because I had the cough thing. Or did I sing a song? I got to go back and watch the replay. All right, Denithia, what's up? Denithia says, I love that song for Shanquella Robinson. Justice for all. Yes. Justice will be served. Yes, that's right. We had to come from a place of authority because we have authority to tell the enemy to get behind us while we marching forward in strength and confidence. Yes, we are. Janice Jenkins says, justice always seems to come with a fight for us. Yes, but I still believe that justice will prevail. I agree with you, right? And, my new thing is no justice, no vote. That's where we got to hit them at, y'all. Got to hit them with that. We got to unite because it's strength in numbers. Jamie says, thanks for my child. I love that song. No, I got already singing. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. JP6 says, we have to unite and handle our own business. Yes. Yes, we do. And that's how we do it, by uniting. And if we here in this country, we need to vote together to benefit our people. You know, think about how we are as a people. You know, I know Narrative was up here a while back saying that, you know, Black people, we're more conservative than, you know, what they try to put out there and stuff. It's more of us that are more traditional, actually, you know, have a fear of God and want to do, you know, follow God's laws and those type of things, you know, than are not, right? So our people really have been brainwashed and conditioned into, you know, being these worldly individuals. You see here. Hey, Rebecca, what's going on, Rebecca? Rebecca says they need to get those people and take them back to Mexico. Yeah. Yeah, they do. But remember back when we had discovered that, you know, Mexico got their own problem with femicide, and Mexico don't prosecute or even arrest or, you know, hold responsible the men in their own country for unaliving the women, you know, all those kind of things. And Mexico is not looking for these people. They're just talk. That was all just talk, y'all. We in the beginning, remember, Mexico said there was no foul play. They let the people go. Mexico only started talking about, you know, issuing a warrant and all that stuff when the video went viral. That was it. That was it. And that's why we can eliminate that they did all the stuff that they said they did months after it was done. Right? Liar, pants on fire. Let's see here. Janet Jenkins says some content creators and their subs are out there still supporting Nazir Wiggins. There is no way that you can support him, but say in the same breath that you want justice for Shanquella, in my opinion. I agree with you. And we saw that there's a lot of any of these content creators that are going around here and stirring up mischief. You can tell them by the fruits that they bear. They'll be the ones in the chat stirring up mess, not saying justice for Shanquella. I hope they get justice. Any of those things, they'll be making personal complaints or personal observations to distract and to cause mischief, like going back and forth and arguing, you know, doing those kind of things. Those are gremlins. Those are the workers of the negative people. They are on the side of the Cabo Six, on Nazir, on all of them. They on their side, right? Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's why I say, so anybody who gets offended and sit there and defends the gender or anything that anybody say about these Cabo Six, you are on the side of the Cabo Six. You chose who you standing up for. And if it's anybody other than Shanquella, you on the side of the Cabo Six. Period. Rebecca says it will be a year soon. Yes. Yes. Hey, beautiful lady, what's going on? Yeah. And that's the part that's, you know, it's heartbreaking, because when I do go back and pluck from the videos that's like 6-7 months old, you know, when the pain was fresh, and to hear what was being said, you can see then, like the video, the clip from today was during a time when I was like, oh, I'm taking up the wrenches. So it's like it's been a Groundhog's Day with this whole cycle of what you said here, Janet. Some content creators and their subs are out there still supporting Nazir Wiggins. Yeah, not only Nazir Wiggins, they're supporting all of the Cabo Six. There is no way that you can support him, but say in the same breath that you want justice for Shanquella, in my opinion. And I agree with you on that. I agree with you. Helen says, why does Sue Ann Robinson and the family of Shanquella inquiry about the two FBI Department of Justice being related to Elise Hyatt and Khalid Cook? If they are, isn't that considered a conflict of interest? Wow, and I didn't hear that, but it is, to me, highly likely that they have some type of connection or some type of support system in there, because, how else are they saying these kind of things? Like, when we go back to the one video when they were saying, oh, it's no way, all this stuff, it totally seemed like that attorney was a defense, was for the defense. It was definitely did not sound like, a prosecutor. Not at all. So yeah. That's a good point there. A great point. See, Denethia Jones says they have to find the Cabo Six first. Yeah, and see, okay, so with this whole little up roller coaster thing, my thing is this: who has really seen the Cabo Six? Like, that, to me, that was fake footage when they were talking about they were getting beat up at some, bar out there. I didn't believe that. And that's why during that one period, I think it was in February, when I had thought that Dejanay was arrested, because we hadn't seen, there hadn't really been any sightings for them. There hadn't been any sightings for them. Any sightings of them. So I wasn't certain if they, wasn't, captured or, not here. Yeah. So, yeah. And two, if nobody's looking for them, they haven't, they found a loophole. They found a loophole that's been existent, but, now with all of this internet and all this video stuff, these loopholes are now being exposed. Because remember, we also saw that, right after Shanquella there was other people there, and they said the same thing, alcohol poison. So, Mexico is popular for this whole, come to Mexico, we'll give you the alcohol poison alibi, and just bring your package, the person your body you're trying to drop, and hey, we got you covered. We got you covered. And see, Denita said, you were singing the, oh, no, Charles, thank you. I totally forgot that. I was just like, did I sing? But what was it? Thank you. All right. So you know about it. Thank you. Because I was hoping it was going to come to me. It wasn't coming to me. Yeah, it was not coming to me. Yes, no charge. Shirley Caesar. No charge. Okay. Jacqueline Moore says, evening, everyone. Justice for Quilla. Yes. And we still over here keeping it high for just for Shanquella. And they ain't liking it. They ain't liking it because we ain't backing down. We not backing down. We still here standing up saying justice for Shanquella Robinson, and we point out the lies when we see them, and we are defeating them with the power of math and science. PM Channel says at Janet Jenkins, I completely agree. We'll never understand the support for Nazir. So Nazir himself has a what? Who's Nazir? Is he the star kid? Oh, too. So I'm watching the clip, and in the clip, the star person's name came up, and the Hollywood Next person's name came up too. So this was back in January. So, just honestly, y'all, I don't keep up with like after, I want to say it was December sometime when I stopped highlighting or looking over other content creators, because it was during this time when everyone was making their first big stink and doing whatever gremlin work they were doing to try to silence the channel over here. Yes. So what, Nazir got a channel or something? Let's see. LaJessica says, hello, RN in chat. Howdy. Yes. So let's see here. LaJessica says at PM channel, it's greetings to lots of folks up in there. Greetings to the people. So Nazir got a channel. Is that what y'all was trying to say here? Janet says at PM channel, Nazir Wiggins is not separate from the rest of them. He's part of them. I agree. So that's why I'm saying, like, he's got something. Oh, I do remember that. So what is he got something where he's talking now? Is he like speaking out? So y'all know anybody who was supporting that is in support of the Cabo 6. Y'all saying hey to the people. Denithia says much love to Jessica. Yeah, Janet Jenkins says, I want the content creators that talk to the Robinson family to tell the family to their face that they support Nazir Wiggins. Uh-oh. Now, see, Janet be on top of stuff. She be the one on top of the stuff. Okay, so, we ain't done this in a little minute here. I'm going to, let me bless the chat first, and then I'm going to drop the link, and we'll make this one of these discussion type chats, because, like, this here, what is this about here? I want the content creators that talk to the Robinson family to tell the family to their face that they support Nazir Wiggins. So what is this about? Does Nazir have like a channel where he got people supporting him? All right, let me bless this chat. I'm dropping the link so y'all come up here and say what's who on this. Because are somebody being two-faced or what? All right, so here we go. August the 4th. I'm sorry, Acts of Faith, book by Young Fans, that copywritten back in 1993. Or is it 95? I always get this mixed up. 93. Daily meditation for people of color, but we say for people of all people. Here we go. August 4th. If you love them in the morning with their eyes full of crust, if you love them at night with their hair full of rollers, chances are you're in love. And that's by Miles Davis. And Iana says, when was the last time you were in love? Really in love? Do you remember feeling silly, giggly, and grinning everywhere? Grinning whenever you saw the object of your affection? Did you feel like skipping, running, jumping in the street? Maybe spinning around and rustling your hair? Did you ever look better, act nicer, seem beautiful because you were in love? What about playing? Didn't you want to stay home and play with your love mate rather than go to work or school? And didn't you want to go to bed early? Do you remember getting dressed up and wanting to look nice because you felt so good? Did you feel as if you could do anything because you had somebody at your side? What about feeling nurtured, supported, protected? How about being needed, wanted, valued? And didn't it bring a smile to your face just to think that somebody loved you? Let me stop. Wait a minute. Did it make you feel young again? Well, then, why do you think children don't know when you're in love? Love comes to all ages. Okay. Yeah. People on love. Anyway, here we go. Drop the link here. Let me see. Invite. Here. And paste. Okay, here we go. StreamYard link. All right. That's for anybody who wants to come up and say anything. Denethia Jones says, where is Shanquella Robinson's legal team and family? I know, huh? It seemed like I don't know, after we got back from Washington, D.C. That's a good question. That's a good question. Where? I know it was almost like okay, here's the thing, now we're done. So I don't know, y'all. You know, I just keep in mind when we look at the those cases in the past that has taken years and stuff, you know, to you know, get some justice. And you know, we just have to stay strong and continue to demand justice and to continue not to let this go. Continue not to let this go. La Jessica says that, Donithia, that's what I've been wondering. We haven't heard anything lately. JP6 says, I think they would be arrested in a year or so. Hey, what's up, ATM? Thank you again. Sorry, y'all. ATM channel blessed our chat earlier in the premiere with a great testimony, a testimony of strength and endurance and overcoming. Like I said, over here, we are about victims, you know, facing the abuse to become survivors. And ATM channel is a survivor and says, good evening, everyone in the chat at RN. Hello there, hostess. Howdy. Yes. All right, got some more greetings and stuff coming up in there. La Jessica says, they know where they're at. Yeah, they do. They do. Just like they knew where Carly Russell was at, or where she wasn't anyway. Right? They sent them drones up right away. So, you know, just like when this thing first went down, they were saying that they was going to pull the IP address. They're going to know all. So they already know all this stuff, right? They leaving it out in hopes that the people will let this go so that, you know, the people can get away with this. Because they have connections. Because they have connections. Woo. Karen E. Parker says the FBI can find Cabo 6 if they want to. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. PM Channel says at Janet Jinx, I agree. He is definitely a part of Cabo 6, not separate. Yeah. Oh, he trying to be separate because he said he wasn't there when it went down. But just like I was saying before, if you part of something, the whole group gets the hookup. That's how I go out here. You do a drive-by and you was just the driver, you still get the same. Y'all all get that rap. ATM Channel says Alicia Watts' family is putting their GoFundMe to work for Alicia. Okay. PM Channel says salute at Jessica and giving some emojis over there. What's up, Tan sis? Hi, says salute at all around at your RN and roses, because that's what we enjoy over here is some roses. So let's see here. I'm gonna do 2 more, then we're gonna since ain't nobody trying to talk, ain't nobody trying to holler, we could watch we could watch one of those premieres so we can see pick out some bones or something like that. Let me see here. Uh-oh. I missed something. Here we go. Janet, no. ATM channel says at Janet, hey, how's everyone? Yes, we doing good over here. It's been only been a few days. I think I went live about 4 days ago, and I was doing live. I was talking about Carly. I'm just super excited because I really have known for quite a while that I do have this gift. I can see. I'm good at reading body language. I can see. I can see. I'm very sensitive, and I believe that it's my calling to do this work, shedding the truth on situations to bring justice for victims of all ages and all genders. Janet Jenkins says, I just feel like if you spend so much time supporting Nazir Wiggins, that takes away from getting justice for Shanquella. I agree. If we spend time going back and forth, bickering between each other, that takes away time from Shanquella also. People sitting up there fighting or going back and forth with defending the Cabo Six. It took me a minute to really think about it because they had been doing this since back in December. Dejanay is a girl. She had a baby, right? We still ain't seen, nobody's produced any proof or evidence that, and then when it showed the biology behind it, people would still argue back and forth to support the person that we saw in the video unaliving Shanquella with their bare hands. And from the very beginning was exposed as being an XY chromosome. Anybody who is sitting around defending and going back and forth and defending and standing up for Dejanay Jackson is on the side of the Cabo Six and is not interested in getting any justice for Shanquella Robinson. Anybody who's getting bent out of shape and emotional and standing up to defend anybody from the Cabo Six is a traitor and is not here for justice in any way. Those are the gremlins. See, Janet Jink says, no, Nazir Wiggins is one of the Cabo 6-7. No, Nazir is one of the Cabo 6-7. Yeah. Okay. Denevia says, meaning it is said that Malik and Kylie was sleeping together, and that was one of the reasons Shanquella was deleted because she busted them. They were sleeping in the same room too. But if they were already known to be, Metro or whatever the thing, they were already known to be, fooling around same sex. I'm just going to say homosexual because that just is a biological term that means, same sex with the same. Homo is same, right? So anyway, mess up with the initials and stuff. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure Shanquella knew that they were boys, right? So I don't know. I had heard that too, but to me that, they were open with it and stuff like that. To me, that didn't seem like would be a reason to age that was put out there. All right, we're gonna have a special treat for y'all today. Bring it to the stage for the first time, PM Channel. Howdy. PM Channel, what's up?
Hi, RN. How are you?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Look, you a lady. All right, cool. Okay. All right. I love to hear the voice. All right. What's going on, PM Channel?
Well, I just wanted to come in briefly, just to express my appreciation for you and your channel and all of the attention that you've given to Shanquella Robinson, because I first heard of you or saw you rather, excuse me, when you were on the lead attorney.
Okay.
And I saw when you came on his channel and you came with the math and the science. And then when you decided to have a channel, then I subscribed to it because I felt that a lot of the information you were saying was accurate and it wasn't based on, hearsay or, just rumors or things like that. You really came with the math and science.
Thank
So
you.
that's what I really appreciate about your channel. And I just wanted to, excuse me, I have asthma, so I'm having problems with my voice. But I just wanted you to just, continue on with the good work that you're doing. And I look forward to seeing your videos because on my channel, I just wanted to tell you that on my channel, all of the videos that I have, mines aren't particularly for views or whatnot, but I send mine every day and I tweet them and I email them to the Charlotte FBI,
Oh,
the
wow.
FBI, the mayor, the governor, Dina King, Sandra Hairston, the
Mm.
district attorneys. And it's funny because the last video that I sent was the one on the autopsy, the US and Mexican autopsy, how
Yeah.
they're basically the same, but just the medical terms are different.
Right.
And it was weird because after I sent that video to everyone, then Dina King, she blocked me on Twitter. So
Wow.
I'm like, maybe I hit a nerve there, but
Yeah, yeah. It's something big happening because when when I first started this, it was like I was trending all over. People were chopping up and using my footage that I did on the lead attorney show and getting multiple views, right?
yeah,
And all of a sudden, when the transgender thing started to come up and I spoke my truth on in the biological truth on it, that's when boom, things went to the left. It was like, we're gonna turn the light off on this. We don't need no type, it was so the truth, they don't want the truth out there. It's a
that's
lot.
true.
Wicked is really out there. That's why it's important that we unite together because what's happened in the past is that most victims kind of just hold it to themselves and we suffer in silence, right? And we suffer alone. But when we lift our voices and we come together, you can't tell everybody to be quiet.
That's true.
You can't tell us
Absolutely.
all to be quiet. And that's how I can tell when the people that's not getting the views and stuff, you can look at their content and be like, okay, they putting the truth out there. That's why they being blocked.
Yeah,
If you don't
absolutely.
support the lie, and I know when they came out and they gave us this lie to pass, and I didn't want to go for it because I was like, this is not true. Like when they put Geraldo out there,
Yeah,
I was like, there's no way that I can say that I believe these fake pics. I've been a
exactly.
nurse for 30 years. There's no way that I'm gonna believe this. This is worse than like the little TV ER shows and stuff. I never believe those shows because they're so fake because that's not how it goes. But to lay people, they want to see drama, that kind of stuff flies.
Yeah,
But I couldn't participate in that lie because I don't believe it.
I
I
totally
don't believe
agree.
it. And that's when all of a sudden, boom, views just went left. And I knew that it was purpose, like those were done by hands. It had nothing to do with the true algorithm because people were coming over here saying, we love how you're doing this with the math and science. And I was like, I'm not changing anything. So I'm doing the same thing. Why is it, when people would come and say, oh, I didn't get any warnings or I didn't get any, invitations or none of those things letting me know that okay, because I'm standing on this truth here and I'm pointing out the facts that we got the video evidence here showing the death injuries that's listed on the death certificate. They match up. This is case closed.
That's
But if
true.
people are right in the chat that are saying that they have some connections with the FBI or the government or something like that, and that's why they're being able to get off, because I mean, this is like unbelievable, especially when they came back and said that the U.S. FBI, the Charlotte FBI is saying there's not enough. They can't decide on, what.
Yeah.
That just lets me know that this is some, definitely high level diplomatic intervention needed here.
Yeah, it really is. And I had even asked Gerardo about that picture because I was really upset when I saw it because it looked like it was photoshopped.
Okay.
And I have a background in photography, and I could point out little things that
Wow.
shows like, okay, they manipulated this. And so he had his phone number. So I called him, and
Mm,
he called back, and he was asking, and he was talking in English, which I thought was strange because
wow.
everything else is
Yeah.
Spanish.
Interpreted, right?
And so when I started asking him questions about the photo, he just hung up.
Ah, see
He just
there?
hung up on me because I
Wow.
was asking him were there any other photos, that are available, and how Daniel De La Rosa Anaya, had yet to confirm the
Yeah.
photo. They had yet to authenticate the photo. So it was just something that I felt, needed a little bit more confirmation.
Right.
And then he just hung up the phone.
Wow.
And so there's just a lot of things that are
Yep.
going on. And usually when there's this much dissension, when there's this much confusion
Yep.
as to what happened, then you know that there's something else going on. And it may not be as deep as just something as corruption,
Yeah.
of not
Yeah.
wanting, that the what you want as far as, I can't get the word that I wanted to say, but it's like, as far as the owner is concerned, there's
Yeah.
concern there. And it's just, we just have to stay on it, because the reason that I send my videos is to let them know that we haven't forgotten about Shanquella, that
Yeah.
maybe others have moved on, and maybe they want us to move on. That's
They do.
obvious that they do not want anyone speaking
Yep.
about Shanquella's case, because we haven't heard anything. I mean, it shouldn't
Yeah.
take this long,
Right.
considering what we saw in video. It
Yeah.
shouldn't take this long. And then for them to say no charges at all,
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
at all. So
Yeah.
yeah, something is going on. So I don't live in Charlotte, North Carolina, but this was my way of trying to show any type of support that I could. And the fact
Okay.
that they're responding or blocking me and things like that. I
Yeah.
still have her email address, so I still email her. So you
Wow.
can't block from that. But the, but the fact that she did block me, to me, that made me,
Yeah, it's like, look, we
realize,
stop it. We quit digging. Quit
yeah,
digging.
absolutely.
Yep, quit digging in.
So
They definitely want to keep this hush hush because it probably is going to expose so many different, tunnels of corruption, right?
yeah,
Because
absolutely.
it's definitely a stretch to believe that Mexico took any pictures or treated like a crime scene when they said in the beginning that it was no foul play.
Exactly.
If it was no foul play, how are they taking pictures?
Yeah,
How are they doing the crime scene photos? How? They said
that's true.
they said it was alcohol poison.
Yeah,
Alcohol poison. So there was never a reason that there should have been police there. There was never a reason that they would have had no paramedics. And there's never a time where paramedics going to work in the field or a doctor in the field for 3 hours unless they were isolated on a desert island with no boat, no plane, no way to go. There's
exactly.
no reason. There's never a time that they would be doing CPR at somebody's house for hours. Three people could not physically do that.
Yeah,
They would run out of supplies. They said they couldn't get an IV. So for them to continue to put these fake stories out there when we ripped them to pieces by saying like, look, this is impossible. Like this is not even how it's done. There's no way that that's possible that they did all that stuff. And then they would just come out with new lies to try to convince us that this is the truth. When
yeah,
all we've been doing is standing on the truth. So I'm super proud that you are steadfast with sending that video. And like I said, y'all go over and sign up and subscribe to PM channel because she is putting out some hard facts. And that's why they trying to put the shadow on your channel because they don't want that truth to be out there. The more
yeah,
people that wake up and hear and realize this is true, wow. Yeah.
That's true.
Yep. And
And
stop
that's what,
following behind these crazy stories.
yeah. And that's why I appreciate what you're doing. And I really appreciate the other male content creators, the ones who are keeping her name in the forefront as well.
Yeah.
Because once the Department of Justice came down with that decision, there was a significant drop off of some content creators, but there are ones like you and others who have continued on, and that's appreciated. So, just keep up the good work.
Yeah.
I
Thank you.
don't know how this is going to end because we haven't
Yeah.
heard anything from the attorney. We haven't heard anything from the family.
Right.
And so, but still, individually, I'm going to still do, what I
Yeah.
can do. And
It's
you just
almost
never
like
know.
they kind of don't want us to talk about it anymore either.
Yeah, that's possible.
You
Could
know what I
be.
mean? Like I just felt like especially after the march, like there was no after the march speech or no rally, no nothing. Like,
Yeah,
they everyone they went mute. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
so I'm scratching my head like, well, what is, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on, and I wanted to stop, but when I get people like you and other subscribers saying, thanking me for continuing on, and encouraging me, I'm like, okay, well, people still want to hear about it. What are they talking about? And then something made me check in the search engine to see, and when I put it in there, it's still testing high as far as a searchable topic, Shanquella Robinson. So they're purposely putting the shadow on there so people will think that no one's talking about this anymore.
Exactly.
You know, they're
Exactly.
trying to manipulate us big time.
Yeah, well, I think it's great what you're doing because I know there's a lot of stories, unfortunately, out there that you can cover and you are covering. There's just so much in this world, what's going
Yeah.
on with young women, and
Yes.
so I know there's a lot more that you can cover, and
Right.
so whatever coverage you continue to give is it's great, and I just wanted to express my appreciation. So
Thank you
thank you
so
very
much.
much.
All right. Thank
And
you so
the conversation in the chat about Nazir, that was just conversation. I
much.
was like
Okay.
responding, so it wasn't anything. He doesn't have a channel or anything like that. So
Okay.
yeah, it was just a conversation in the chat. That's all.
Oh, okay, because I just, the name, they were particular about the name and not like, seeing the Cabo 6, it was like Nazir. So I'm like, is he out there? I was like, is he really star in disguise?
No, that's all that was. That's all that
Okay.
was.
So that was super funny to me too, because especially like I said, now when I go back and clip a lot, I don't know everybody's name and face, because sometimes people will put a face on the icon, sometimes not. Then sometimes people have even changed up the name and all that stuff. So I really don't know. I don't know. I really don't know y'all. I know y'all, but I don't know y'all, right? So when I do see a face, like I didn't know that the name Star was mentioned back in January when content creators were saying negative things about the family. And there was this big back, like this YouTube beef that just kind of recently happened when this Star guy swept through. But apparently that stuff had already taken place back in January. I just wasn't aware because, like I don't uh take the time to go look at other channels to see what people I'm thinking, like, if we're all on our platform talking about justice for Shanquella Robinson. So if I, like I said before, put your oxygen mask on first before you try to help somebody else out. So if you over here trying to worry about what I'm doing on my channel and you got your own channel, you slipping. You need to be putting your oxygen mask on, worrying about your thing. So I wasn't going over there peeking in this person, seeing what they talking about. I wasn't doing that. So when people were or doing this kind of mischievous stuff because they didn't like what you said, or they want you to support them, or put them out there, and if you didn't, then they're gonna do their little gremlin work to try to strike your channel or do all kind of little petty stuff. To me, that lets me know that you're not on the side of seeking justice for Shanquella. You have a personal problem with me, right? And it's not
Yeah,
about me, it's not about you. It's really about us wanting to get justice for Shanquella Robinson and other victims. We're using Shanquella as an umbrella because her case was so horrific and so outrageous that if we focus on that, and in the past we've seen that we come out, we do a rally for people, and then things die down and we don't say anything else about it. We just let it go.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
just let it go. So this is the first time that I've seen or I've even been involved in standing firm on something and continuing to say the same thing, and I'm just going to see how long it goes. And for as long as people are interested and the spirit keeps putting on my heart to keep a voice for this, I'm going to do it. I'm going to
Absolutely.
do it.
And next time I'll have my picture. I thought I had my avatar, but next time I'll have it up so you can see me.
Okay, cool, great. Then we can even come up with some stuff to have some discussions with, because like I said, us coming together is going to be something big. Like, it's voting time is coming up, and I really do believe that's a lot of the reason why they are putting this under the carpet, because the current administration they're partial towards that community, and they're giving them protection. And soon as it came out, when gender was questioned, that's when things went mute, and they weren't talking anymore about trying to get any justice. Everything went mute, mute,
Hmm.
mute, mute. And this president, even declared a transgender kids day and all this stuff. And then there's some videos of him too, showing him touching on kids and being inappropriate with kids and stuff. So a lot of this stuff, they let this kind of stuff go by because of their stance on certain things. So this
Yeah,
whole thing, this is deep, and it's really an attack on women, because where are women safe if they're going to allow the men to come into our spaces and pretend to be us, and then at any time they can just unleash their testosterone and their strength because they have a Y chromosome, and take us, delete us at any given time, and then what, we're just supposed to be like, oh well, you know
yeah,
that's what's happening with all of this domestic violence and stuff. The two stories that I did the clip from earlier today, those men had already been arrested and they let them out.
yeah. That's
They
ridiculous.
don't even hold them. The one guy had already attempted to delete the lady before.
Yeah,
And the judge was like, well, it's just domestic violence. I can't keep him in, forever. And he gave him a bail and let him out for him to go right over there and kill the woman.
yeah. That's a
And
terrible situation.
yeah, and it's common. It's happening. It's happening. And that's why we have to unite together, because women, we have been conditioned to believe that other women are our enemies. So we're not coming together. So we are isolated, and that's how they're able to get you, when they can isolate you from your family and your support. Women need to be together so we can support one another. You're
That's
not off
true.
in your own little abusive relationship, suffering in silence because you're scared to speak up, because nobody believes it or nobody does anything about it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I appreciate all of that. And, just keep it in mind that it was Black Twitter, not Black Twitter, but Black social media that really
Yeah.
put the Shanquella Robinson story in the forefront. And then when they made that decision, then they backtracked and said, oh, well, the case is still open because whatever type of translation that needs to happen. But I think that's just an excuse to hold on to whatever evidence they have so they don't have to release it to the lawyer. So
Oh,
that's why I think also it's important that we continue, to keep her name out there. But
okay.
social media is powerful. If you come together, it's really, really powerful.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say thank you for all that you're doing, and to keep up the good work.
Thank you. And same to you too.
All right, and thanks for having me on the panel.
You are welcome. Thank you, PM channel. All right. That was great. All right. So I'm always grateful for long time subscribers to, come up here and share testimony and, shed light too, because a lot of times when we're putting things down in the chat, I know when I'm in the chat on these premiums and stuff, my chatting skills subpar to say the least. But anyway, to try to make express yourself and be clear with it, could be a challenge. Karen E. Parker says Nazir made a video in the bathroom saying he wasn't there. Okay. I was not aware that Nazir was making videos. Let's see if we could find a video from Nazir. Nazir Wiggins. All right, here goes some Nazir Wiggins stuff. I like when y'all be giving me these little leads, these little tips. All right, let's see here. All right, let me see here. Let's see. I hope this thing clicks over with me too. Shares. All right, so we got some here. Nazir Wiggins biography: 10 things about Charlotte. It didn't transfer right. Let me click it again. Sometimey. All right, here we go. All right, this is our first time doing a little something like this. It says, Nazir Wiggins biography: 10 things about Charlotte, North Carolina man. Let's see when this here was. Oh, wow, this came out November 27th, 22. Wow, okay. Huh. All right, Nazir Wiggins is a Black man from North Carolina, United States. Here are 10 more things about him. Nazir Wiggins. All right. He is a resident of Charlotte, Mecklenburg County, North Carolina. 2. He previously lived in Buffalo, New York. 3. He is Don Costner's first son. Woo. Number 4, he attended Philip O'Berry Academy of Technology in Charlotte. Number 5, he was 9 months younger than his fellow Charlotte resident, Shanquella Robinson. They both attended Winston-Salem State University in Winston-Salem, Forsyth County, North Carolina. Number 6, in 2010, his younger brother was born. Who cares? Okay. Number 7, June 2015, he graduated from Harding University High School in Charlotte. Number 8, May 2020, he graduated from Winston-Salem State University. Because of the new coronavirus pandemic, their graduation was held in May of 2021. Ooh. 9, on October 28th, 2022, he allegedly went to Cabo, San Lucas, Baja California Sur, Mexico with Robinson and 5 other college friends from Winston-Salem State University and stayed at the Cabo Villa Rental, Villa Linda 32, in Puerto Los Cabos, San Jose del Cabo, Baja California Sur. Wow. So let me just read this last one. We need to go back to 9. 9 says on October 28th. So if this is saying back in November 27th, that he was in Cabo on the 28th, then his story of coming the next day when it was already done 2 plus 2 is 4. All right, that's all I'm going to say on that. Number 10, he was 25 years old when Robinson was found dead on October 29th. Boom. 2022, in a room in the Fonderosis Beach Club area in San Jose del Cabo, Baja California, sir. So, if Shanquella was died on the 29th, and it says here that he was there on the 28th, then is it possible that Nazir Wiggins lied? Did he lie? He lied. All right, so here we go. Yeah. What did I read that? Okay. All right, we got some salutes and all that good stuff. Greetings to the people. Tansy says, "For the nights I sat up with you." For the nights I sat up with you, doctor, you prayed for you, no charge. Woo! Okay, there we go. StreamYard, think anybody else want to come up and share your testimony or sing a song because it'll make you dance. Anyway, Denethia says at Karen R. Parker, that whole part about the FBI. ATM Channel says, I believe those content creators that show their hands towards Nazir Wiggins, I say believe them. We were in the chat and you can tell somebody's on somebody's on NE side. God darn, NE. Let's see here. Let me do it one more time. I believe those content creators that show their hands towards Nazir Wiggins, I say believe them. We were in the chat and you can tell somebody's on NE side. God darn it. All right, I don't know NE. I done lost. All right. ATM says, NE, I believe he was there. NE, who? Who's NE? God darn. ATM says, sorry about those typos. What typo? Amen. Still going forward. Still going forward. Those typos. So you're prophetic there. All right. See here. All right. What's that? La Jessica. It says, Denethia says, it's called discernment. Yes, it is. Like I be telling y'all, you got to stop, look, listen, and feel for vibes. You need to feel when somebody is not feeling you. You need to feel when somebody has some rage for you and, is holding back some fury on you. You need to know. You need to figure that out. Another cough drop. Hoping that will help this here. All right, so hey, what's up? Just me, Nene. What's up, Nene? I appreciate you too. Thank you for your membership. One of my latest members, Just Me, Nene, joined the All Around Beauty RN channel as a member. Yep, thank you so much. I appreciate you for your support. ATM channel says justice for Shanquella. Yes. Jan Jenkins says just for Shanquella Robinson, only 100%. Yes, that's how we getting down over here with all that stuff. And thank you to, again, PM channel for coming in here, lifting up your voice. Lifting up your voice. All right, so let me see here. I wanted to let me pick out something just so we can have something to do here. Watch something here. Mom of Speak. What is this? Oh, yeah. So I'm grateful for what we did today too, highlighting some more of this violence and stuff to help us women kind of look out for ourselves too. What would say? 2 of Cabo 6 are talking to authorities. Oh, okay. This here is old something. How much? Let's see here. All right. Y'all want to watch something? Oh. Denethia says, I say that to say that Shanquella Robinson for drunk and spilled the beans. Spilled the beans. She got drunk and spilled the beans. The reason why I think that is something more than that is because I don't know. You could have a point there. I know that some of them that think they're fooling people and stuff that want to stay on the DL will, if they feel like they're going to be exposed, could turn that way. And the whole rage, and I'm tired of your it, like that, with the rage that was unleashed there to be able to, take a person down like that within seconds. I don't know. I just feel like it was all a setup. It was all a setup. So that's why I don't think that it was because she got drunk. It was like, oh, I caught y'all doing the thing. I feel the plan was set before they even landed in Mexico. The reason for going to Mexico was because they knew that there's a good chance that they could do this and get away with it. And that's why it was done there. That's why it was done there. ATM channel says we have to continue to fix the broken pieces that against Shanquella because someone knows something in North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina too. I didn't get those videos, but yeah, they got some skeletons in the closets. They got some skeletons in the closet for real. Yep. Jessica says, I have to disagree. Just because people feel like Dejanay is a girl don't mean they are on Cabo 6 side. At the end of the day, XX, XY, they need to go to jail for murder. Dejanay getting support Dejanay is part of the Cabo 6. Anybody who supports Dejanay in any way or who wants to choose delusional thinking, that don't want to use your eyes and your brain to see that there is a man in that video, whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? Why do you need to defend the fact that this is a girl? Why? Why? If it doesn't matter, you say here that it doesn't matter if it's XX or XY, they just need to go to jail, then why care if people are pointing out the fact that it's an XY? Why? It doesn't benefit Shanquella in any way. Why do you care about the name or what people think or people see about the person they're calling Dejanay Jackson that we see unaliving Shanquella with their bare hands? ATM says, what would they go as far as, why? Why would they go as far as Mexico? like the father said, it wouldn't have happened in North Carolina. Exactly. And they would be here under the jurisdiction of America, where they're not going to just roll up on the scene of a body and let people go. And you're not going to be able to bribe the police to say, here's a police report that says alcohol poison. So that's why they go as far as Mexico. Because Mexico has a history of giving alcohol poison as a cause of death for people. Just Me Nene says, thank you for bringing the math and science. You are very welcome. Yep. Like I said, it's nothing personal. Nothing personal. Dejanay Jackson's math and science adds up to an XY chromosome. That's it. And I'm not going to pretend or back down on the facts. I'm always going to be on the side of truth. I'm never going to support delusional thinking. I don't care what year it is. Janet Jenkins says, go ahead at PM channel. I see you, girl. This is probably when you was up here talking, because I'll be late getting these comments. Helen Henry said, Dina King is the Department of Justice. Elise Hyatt's mom is a king, and the other Department of Justice is related to KX mom. KX. Who's X? Okay. Just Me said, take your time. Yeah. Oh, I like that picture. Hey, Just Nene. Was Just Me Nene? Pretty lady, what's going on? Denethia Jones says, they are trying to clean something up before the year anniversary. Yeah, but unfortunately, we got these videos and stuff. We got the videos and we got the old stuff, the saved stuff. Well, Shanquella, let's see here. Let me go in and play a video kind of, because I need to. Oh, look at here. Huh. Well, now I bet I do that. See, I go back in these here crates. Get this old stuff and see what this is. Oh. Uh-oh. I can't play that one. Let me see here. Okay, this might be interesting to do. Okay, so here's that stuff about when I was telling you about how Mexico got their problem with the femicide and stuff. Okay, here we go. Okay, we do 2 more days here. Then we go there. Donita said, hey, just me, Nene. That is my nickname, Nene. All right, so we got some Nenes in the house. Hey, Nenes. Helen Henry said, they're the two Department of Justice that say there's not enough evidence to convict the Cabo Six. Can I mention the content creator that showed who and how they're related? Sure. I don't see a problem with that. All right, let me share this video because I think my cat is out running around. Let me put this up there, and I'm gonna go disappear and go check this out. All right, this here is women. Yeah, hear me on. Women are being killed with impunity in Mexico. In the beginning, somebody had said something right here that we weren't even thinking that Mexico was gonna give us any judgment because I already read that too. Because of what we said. Janet Jenkins says the lie started with everyone in the villa that unfortunate day. Yep. I think it was planned though, Janet, honestly. And the reason why is because if you look at all of the stage stuff, like someone had made a point or made a statement that the Cabo Six weren't posting on their social media, during the, before the incident, like most people would, right? They were posts from Shanquella. I want to say that she was the only one that was posting anything. So to me, these are, clues there that they had other plans and there to have a good time, and videotape and all that stuff wasn't one of them, right? But they didn't miss those videos when it come time to videotape the deletion. Denethia says, if there was no foul play, what about charges from the video? Make it make sense. The math still ain't mathing. I agree with you. Hey, what's going on, Sandra? Sandra says, hi, Irene and everyone. Yep. Denethia Jones says, the only feeling I have is I wish everyone would stop playing the video and the audio because it is very hurtful and disturbing. Denethia, if people, okay, it's very hurtful and disturbing, but it's the truth, it's the facts. And the reason why they want us to stop playing the video so we won't be sensitive to it, to where we can just go, oh yeah, maybe we can't figure out the cause of death. They don't want us to keep seeing her get her neck broke. We need to watch it. We need to keep it out there. We need to keep it out there. We need to keep it out there. Keep it out there. They ain't getting away with this. Not getting away with it. Hurtful and disturbing. Yeah, I'm sure it was hurtful and disturbing to Shanquella Robinson and her family. It's hurtful and disturbing that the video took place and no justice. It's hurtful and disturbing. ATM says, I'm definitely going to sub to PM channel. Good. Yeah, and let's go ahead and let me I like PM channel. We're gonna play one of her videos it's hurtful and disturbing according to some people. But here we go, right? Yes, we're about to play PM channel. Gotta be in your face with these people. Where is PM channel? Let me see if I can find it over here. PM channel. Right here. Let's see here. PM channel. All right, we actually played. Let's see here. PM channel. We're gonna go to PM channel here and play. All right. So for those who do not want to see this very important incident, our only leverage to the fact that Shanquella Robinson was deleted and the cause of death that are listed on the death certificate, which is the only official document that is issued. We see the injuries that are listed on there as her cause of death being severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. We see those injuries being inflicted in the short video that shows it. We see the atlas luxation and we see the severe spinal cord injury. Here we go. PM channel. I just put that in the chat there. So y'all can go over there and subscribe to PM channel, who is coming close to the 1,000 subscriber mark. So we want to get PM channel monetized here. But by getting 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So here we go. PM channel right here says Shanquella, U.S. and Mexico autopsy proof. Cause of death revealed. All right. Let's check this out. PM channel.
The Mecklenburg County Medical Examiner states Shanquella Robinson was assaulted and killed on the morning of October 29, 2022 at approximately 7 to 7:30 a.m.
Well, at least they're honest about that.
The examiner's office says that further examination reveals that the brain was transected from the spinal cord just below the brainstem.
We're going to pull it back just a little
Spinal
bit.
cord just below the brain.
Okay, that is the atlas up there. So if it's transected, it's severed, head knocked off the body, internal decapitation, right there. Same thing.
Brainstem. Spinal cord transection is a complete interruption of nerve roots in the spinal cord. It is caused by a significant traumatic injury and leads to permanent loss of central control of motor sensory functions, resulting in the loss of spinal cord integrity and is the clinical equivalent to complete transection. In other words, internal decapitation of the brain from the neck. The examiner's office states that Shanquella went back to her room after the attack.
Contradiction, right? So if they're saying that she received this, a brain dissected from the, this decapitation here, how is it possible that Shanquella could have walked back to her room? Because if the spinal is severed, then how you're paralyzed from the face down, from the neck down. There's paralysis. There's no movement, so there's no walking. So they just contradicted themselves because they described an injury to where this has to be a false statement, because this is impossible if Shanquella has received this, what do they call it? Transection. Right? Okay, y'all with me?
The examiner's office states that Shanquella went back to her room after the attack.
Lies.
This was medically impossible.
Okay, there we go.
For Shanquella to get up and walk after this grave injury. The examiner's office also states that Shanquella suffered a subgaleal hemorrhage, which is bleeding between the skull and the scalp. Injury is a result of vicious blows to the head.
Which we saw.
So what does this all mean? It means that the U.S. autopsy and the Mexican autopsy list the same injury in different terms. U.S. autopsy states brain transection. Mexican autopsy states atlas luxation. All equates to damage to the neck and spine, resulting in the death of Shanquella Robinson, as shown in the video. The death certificate is the official document listing the cause of death for Shanquella Robinson as severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation.
And also with a life expectancy of 15 minutes after receiving this injury.
Yet, Mecklenburg County Medical Examiner, Dr. Thomas Owens, states the cause of death is undetermined. They got it wrong.
Okay.
Good luck. All
right. You heard those blows? My theory for why we don't hear Shanquella screaming or hollering or, making any noise is that Dejanay attacked her larynx, the voice box, to silence her from making any sounds. Because when it gets started, once it's okay, the first initial blows is right there to that area.
You at least fight back. No. At least something. At least fight back, something.
Get up, bro. Get up.
Thank you, PM Channel. Thank you for supporting Shanquella and for using your channel to look at me. Y'all go over there too and like all the stuff here. Give a thumbs up, all that good stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, PM Channel, for sharing support for Justice for Shanquella. Janet Jenkins says, well, people elected Trump even though he admitted to grabbing women by the pee without their permission. 20 plus women accused him of assault, harassment, and the R word. So we have to research all candidates on both. Yes. And that's why I'm saying Nikki Haley. She is a Gen Xer. She has been the governor for South Carolina for 2+ terms. She was an ambassador, so she's got diplomatic experience and all that good stuff. And she is upstanding for women's rights. And governors to make really good presidents because they are used to running, a state, so they just expand to run a country. Janet Jenkins says at PM Channel, I couldn't find your channel either. Okay, so I just dropped it in the chat and it's there in the chat. PM's channel. Let's see, sides. Yeah. That's right. ATM says, I do believe they're protecting the alphabet gang. It's no exposure when Dejanay look alike took the bonnet off. They knew then it was a man, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. And then, remember in the beginning, if we go back and watch the early videos, they were calling it a man. And then when that community spoke out, that's when things had to be silent. And then they sent a group of people to dispute that. That really mattered. And the same very people that was disputing that there was a man in the video unalive in Shanquella with his bare hands, wasting all that time being a distraction to support this animal. I agree with you. Sandra AG, it says exactly. ATM says, was Nazir Wiggins trying to throw us off by saying it's bigger than we know? I think he was helping us because it's a lot of corruption in North Carolina. I was going to say that there's been so much, so many different stories and people in North Carolina. I agree with you. And so, they could be equally as corrupt as Mexico. So, and, if this comes out, then it's going to be opening up the doors for so much other, corruption and stuff to come up out of there. But there is a time, Ecclesiastes says a time and place for everything. A time and place for everything. Janet Jenkins says, Ariane, that's not the live video that he did. Which one? Did I play another video? Yeah. Okay, I'm so late, y'all. Now I don't even remember what video I played. North Carolina. Yes, we got that. Let's see. Logica says, number 11, he helped cover up a murder. Number 11. Sorry, La Jessica. Let's see. ATM says they're protecting this trans world for a reason. I hope they lock someone up fast. Then we will hear the truth. Yeah. And two, like I said, I think it's got something to do with this election because it's going to be a good speaking point because there's so many citizens that are, fed up with being bullied by this trans community. Like they're the only ones that matter and nobody else is entitled to have any rights. And yeah. Yeah, that's a whole other lie there. See, Janet says, I never saw this. That said that he was in Cabo on the 28th, even though I always believed that he was. Oh yeah, that's why I did. Where did I get that video from? Or was it? It was just words, huh? What was the story? Oh yeah, 10 things about Nasir. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I never saw that either. I don't even know. Oh, I got to it because I just put the name in the search. But yeah, so and this here was back November the 17th. Was it November 17th? Let me see. November the 27th. So this was, a few days after, about 10 days after, the video surfaced. So this is saying this here is putting you at the scene of the crime, Nazir. So your alibi ain't adding up here. This here say you was there on the 28th. Right? This here say, look at that. This here say on October 28th, he allegedly went to Cabo, San Lucas, right? When Shanquella went on the 29th. See that? What did your mama tell you about lies? Where did PM Channel go? PM Channel? She up in the hizzy? She right here? ATM says at our end, yes, I appreciate the live earlier. Please do that again. Yes, that was a premiere. It was a clip from a live that I did back January the 6th. And you can, believe that there's been so many other women that have been unalived by these men, these ex-boyfriends, or, that's why I be telling women, be careful. Be careful because these men are extremely emotional and they snap really quick and they do not value your life. They do not value your life. And oftentimes you're in danger by, interacting with them. Yes. Yeah, and that's what I want to do over here too, spend a lot more time with highlighting other victims and stuff too, so we can bring awareness to this, right? Bring awareness to this because, both of them tried to do the right thing by getting restraining orders and, leaving out of the situation and stuff like that. So, that's how, where am I at? That's how ATM. Where am I at? ATM. Thank you for the appreciation. I'm lost. Let's see here. Am I down here? Where's my mouse? Getting ready to show. Okay, and somebody. Oh, look at here. Where am I at? Thank you. All right, Jasmine Nini has given a super sticker to light up the chat with blueness. Thank you so much. How did that just pop up in there? I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Jasmine Nini. Oh. All right, there I go. All right. Janet Jenkins says, I totally agree at our end. It was planned before they even got to Mexico, in my opinion. Yes, in my opinion, too. And the reason why I say that is because everything was so strategically set out from the drink at the dinner table. Drink. They wanted to show on there because they already knew that they were going to say alcohol intoxication, right? Because Nazir said that's what they friends told them they already had this story planned out. Yeah. So they had to show the proof. Look, we was drinking at the dinner table. Drank, woohoo, drank, right? And then they planned the drinking game, right? Remember that? They had the car and they was drinking and all that stuff, doing the push-ups, drink. So all that to document the story, right? And that's how lies get, how liars do. They always got to give you the story. Just Nene said, I feel justice is coming. Yeah, I agree too. And it's got to, because it's too much. It's too much out there. It's too obvious. It's too obvious. I do think they're just being long with it because of an election season is coming up, and this is what they do. This is what they do. That's why I'm saying, y'all, we got to wake up, get off our butts, and show that we not tolerating this, because we're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore, because we uniting. We'll fight. We're free. We're right. You'll see. That's how we got to be, y'all. That is how we's got to be. Denethia says, getting tired of typing. Shanquella was having a good time. I don't think she was drunk. And yes, whatever it was premeditated in North Carolina. It wasn't PPP loans. Did they cheat to grad from college? Yeah. PM Channel says at ATM, I'm still here. Yes. Janet Jenkins says, Irene, I see what LaJessica is saying. Some people may think it's a woman. Some may think it's a man. But that's not saying that either support the aggressor. My thing is this. Why would anybody care what anybody, if okay, let's just say Jeffrey Dahmer. If somebody said something that they didn't agree, they said Jeffrey Dahmer was, crazy or a woman. Why would anybody care to defend this crazy, murderous individual? Hold on, I got cough again. I'm just saying, for people to get upset and to be distracted by that and to sit there to defend somebody that you just see in the video unaliving somebody, and when for forever in time people have been okay with calling a man and a woman a woman. In the pictures, you could see the wide shoulders, you could see the straight back. I'm just saying, when I'm breaking it down, showing you the skeleton, showing you the picture, showing you the makeup of the individual, which is even the penis print, right down to the penis print. Why would somebody be outraged to defend the murderer? Who cares? It's math and science. And I'm not going to support nobody with delusional thinking just to get along. It's not about what you think. It's about the facts. The facts that an XY chromosome will have a straight back and an XX will have a curve in the back. You cannot change that. Do I need to bring out the pictures again? That's all I'm saying. Why would you want to attack the messenger? I'm just pointing out the stuff there. And it's not like these transgenders aren't out there. They're here, they're out there. I'm just showing you how you can tell if it's an XY from an XX. Clearly, we see it's an XY in the video doing that. And then, just out of the respect for Shanquella, why would you be defending the person like that? When, if there's people that are saying that they see a man up in there, why go after those people? Why? If you cared about Shanquella, why would you care about defending the honor of Dejanay? Of defending the honor of Dejanay to make sure she's not being misgendered? But Jessica says, at Jenna Jenkins, thank you. I'm always justice for Shanquella, but just believe that's a girl. How do that mean I support her? All right. Denethia says, my fingers were getting tired. Yes, premeditated. Yes, Shanquella was not drunk. She was having fun. Was it something that happened in North Carolina? PPP loans or graduation from college? Stank. Yes. Just me, Nene said, you are awesome. Keep it coming. Thank you. Janet Jenkins says, I get it, Atla Jessica. The debate is about the gender of the aggressor, not the support of the aggressor. I hope everyone can understand the difference. I don't understand the difference. I don't at all. I don't at all. So, yep. Let's see here. Seam I. ATM say. Yeah. Jessica says, at Janet, right, but I'm done with it. Love justice for Shanquella. Thank you. Let's see here. At ATM, at PM channel. I can't, okay, we already put that out there. PM channel has been dropped up in here. At Janet Jenkins says, at PM channel. Did I move on my space again? All right, so we got it. Yeah, when I got to the channel by clicking on your name in the chat, but when I just type up PM channel, it's not showing up, and it might be because the channel may be new or not enough subscribers as of yet. So, but we're gonna get you there. ATM says, seem like Mexico doesn't protect American women either. Exactly. And that's what I was saying. Now, if they don't protect their own women, why would we believe that they would protect ours? Why would we believe that? Denethia Jones says, I don't condone violence, but the Burning Man experience. Yeah. ATM says, definitely for me, my husband was jealous of me. That part I couldn't understand. Yes. These abusers are oftentimes jealous of the victims, and that's why, they want to delete them if they feel that they're going to lose them. Denethia Jones says, I don't promote violence. Oh. Yep. Janet Jenkins says, unfortunately, there is abuse of women all over the world. I think it's because decades ago, it was okay for men to beat up their women, and that's why it's been so hard for women to get out. Yep. You see, Denethia said that number is bananas. Oh, that many in the video? Yep. ATM says, it's not always easy to leave your abuser. Yes, statistics show that a victim will leave up to 7 times before they finally get the strength to go and stay go, to go no contact and stay gone, They'll leave and come back, because these abusers are really good at the Hoover technique, which they will hoover you back in. They'll suck you back into the relationship to treat you like dirt. They'll treat you worse. So that's why it's super important to never go back, because they are so angry that you left and they had to do all of this buttering up and kissing your butt to get you to come back. They when the abuse starts back up, it's going to be worse. And oftentimes the honeymoon period doesn't even last that long when you do come back, because they only brought you back to, treat you worse. PM Channel says femicide and violence against women is massive in Mexico. Yes, it is. Just me, Nini says, wow. Yep. I told y'all. Told y'all. Janet Jenkins says, Aria, do Mexico call it femicide instead of M, because it's basically a crime committed by a man against women? Let's go ahead and read our definition of femicide in Mexico too. I got that somewhere. Let me see here. It's a good question, because until this case came up, I had never heard the word femicide before. At least I don't remember knowing about or hearing it, because I had to look it up in the dictionary to get the definition of it. Let me see here. Mexico's Mexico's definition of Mexico's definition of femicide is down here somewhere. All right, let me get a few more of these. You got some wows up in there. A double wow. Beneath it says, it is always said to follow the money trail. Yeah, I've heard that too. ATM says, wow, they're dangerous. Yes. And that's why, we need to be cautious about where we're going and who we're going with. Stuff like that too, because a lot of people, spend time on, move up. Spend a lot of time on how to get away with doing this to people. So, I'm gonna edit. Okay, I'm trying to find those definitions, because Mexico's definition was even more elaborate than what we have in our Webster's, Merriam-Webster definition. And, they've gotten to more details. Where is, Mexico. All right, here I come, y'all. It's coming. Here we go. Here we go. Yes. All righty. So I just put it on this little Google document here. Let me share it so y'all can see what I was reading here. All right. So this here is Mexico's definition of femicide. What is the Mexican government definition of femicide? In Mexico, the term femicide refers to the murder of a woman because of her gender. This includes cases where the victim is killed because she refuses to comply with certain gender roles or expectations, or because she was perceived as a threat to the male perpetrator's sense of power and control. The Mexican government has recognized femicide as a specific crime since 2012. Wow. When it amended the federal penal code to include provisions that recognize and punish this type of violence against women. Under Mexican law, femicide is considered a form of homicide and is punishable by a prison sentence up to 50 years. In addition to criminalizing femicide, so that means before 2012, it basically wasn't even a crime. In addition to criminalizing femicide, the Mexican government has also taken a number of other measures to address violence against women, including establishing specialized units within the police and judicial system to investigate and prosecute cases of gender-based violence, and implementing public awareness campaigns to promote gender equality and prevent violence against women. Where did you? Oh, okay. That was me asking for some more stuff. All right. So there we go for that. There we go for that stuff there. And the Mexican embassy government is where the information, it's a website. Let me go ahead and drop that here also in the chat, in case anybody is interested. All right. The Nethia said they're ruthless. Yes. And unfortunately, so are we. So are we. Janet Jenkins says, sounds like all you need is money in Mexico to get away with anything. Wow. Yeah. All right. So there was, video that showed, this cookie cutter excuse that people go there and buy the little excuse from, there about alcohol poison. Just say it's alcohol poison, and there you go. Pay the money, and there you go. Corruption meets corrupt. That's pretty much how it is, huh? Denethia says, yes, I have a friend that works for DFSC, and she did when the pandemic hit. Their phones were ringing 24/7 for spousal and child abuse by men in the homes. Yes. Yep. That's what I'm saying. You're really risking it when you are sharing your roof with one of them. Because they, even though they try to say that we're the ones that's emotional, all these unalivings were spontaneous eruptions of emotion. Again, showing the aggressor is an XY chromosome. That's a masculine response there. Anyway, here we go. Yes. Yep. ATM said, was Shanquella abused? If Mexico didn't follow the law to the letter, then what really happened in Mexico? What we saw on the video. And the reason why, did we say that up in here? For her gender life. All right. Oh, into 2 hours some change here. Let me start wrapping this up here. And PM Channel says at ATM and Janet, type in the search engine. Oh, okay. All right. Now, y'all see I didn't put the thing off up in here. Let me find it so I can pin it in the chat. Is that okay? All right, here we go. Here's the link again, y'all. Over here is being pinned to the chat. Let me find it up here and put it up on the screen. I can't find it. Anyway, I've just pinned it to the top of the chat. It's up there. So y'all go ahead and, okay, we got some new folks coming up here. Let me see if I can take a few more sips of this coffee and welcome some new people up in here. All right, here. Denise said at All Around Natural Beauty, that whole part about the autopsy. Hey, what's up, Shannon? I ain't seen you in a good little minute. Shannon says, hello, everyone from Perth, Australia. coming from Perth. Welcome back. All right. ATM says, I think Mexico should have notified Shanquella's next of kin before doing anything to her body. Shanquella's family need to sue Mexico for wrongful death. All right. So, in the beginning, when this first happened, Mexico never said anything about an autopsy until March of 23, right? The death certificate was released in November. The family never questioned the death certificate. The cause of death was never questioned. It was never in question. So the death certificate, being the only official document that is issued, it's just like a birth certificate, a driver's license, a passport. It's only one and it's issued. Just like a birth certificate, you only have one birth certificate. They can't come back with another birth certificate and say that you were born from a C-section if you were vag birth delivery. You can't have a different birth. You only have one birth and you only have one death. Autopsies are requested when the cause of death is in question. Shanquella's was not. An autopsy is extra. A death certificate, everyone's going to go to the coroners to get the official cause of their death. Everyone's not going to have an autopsy. An autopsy is an extra expense. So if Mexico already did their death certificate, and why would they have done an autopsy? Why? And why would they have done it so soon? So soon, hours afterwards. Hours afterwards. And if they did do that autopsy, why did we not hear or see it until months later? If they did it on October 30th, November, December, January, February, almost 5 months later, the autopsy is out for us to read. Why would you believe that? Why would you believe that? Shannon says, justice for Shanquella. Yes, that's what we are here today for, justice for Shanquella. Shannon Ricketts says, people need to see the video so we keep her name out there. Thank you. Thank you. And that's why I say to the people that say we shouldn't watch the video because it's hurtful and all that stuff, it's more hurtful that Shanquella is not getting any justice and people are refusing to look at the video. You need to look at it. Yes, it is. It's horrible. It's horrible. But it's a reality and it happened. And that's exactly what the enemy wants for you to shy away from it and not look at it so they could sneak off and we keep it. That's why I say over here, we don't do moments of silence. We show the video over here. People do need to see it. Yes, you're absolutely right, Shannon. Thank you for saying that. Janet is giving greetings to Shannon. All right, we got some more greetings being returned. Shannon says, what's hurtful and disturbing? It's not the video. It's the fact that there has been no justice. That's hurtful and disturbing. I agree with you. Yes. All right, so what is this? Is that PM's channel? I think that's PM's channel right there. It should be highlighted. Let me see what it looks like over here. Yeah, that's PM's channel right there, y'all. Right there. And it's highlighted in the chat. All right. We got some laughs. All right. And Janet says, thanks, RN. I sub the PM's channel. Thank you, thank you. Yes, we want to support one another. Anybody who is supporting Justice for Shanquella Robinson is all right with me. It's all right with me. All right with me. All right. We got some people that were struggling to find it. We got some founders up in here. All right. Denithia says, at All Around Natural Beauty and Shannon Ricketts, it is just my feeling. It is etched in my spirit and soul. Okay, I feel you. Yep. Yeah. And everyone has to be convinced in their own spirit. The Bible says that. ATM says, did y'all hear that thing say, get up, bro? I'm coming back. I heard to get up, bro. I'm tired of your it. Let's see. ATM said at PM channel, I just sub. Yes. Yeah. Who? Shannon says at Demetria Jones, yes, I understand. It is horrific. All right. And we got some thanks to you from PM channel. You are very welcome. Thank you for all the work you've done and all the engagement that you've put in here on this channel. I thank you so much. Thank you. Janet Jenkins says, I don't believe that the gender of the aggressor has anything to do with the FBI in North Carolina blocking justice for Shanquella. I think it's the connection that a few of the caucuses have in North Carolina, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, it could be any of those things. I understand that as soon as the gender question came up, everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people got very sensitive and, got very sensitive on that. So must be, scratching some wounds up in here. Denithia says, the airport knows the Cabo travelers coming and goings. Yep, so do. PM Channel says, it is great when you break out in song. Thank you, y'all. Yes, that was one of my childhood dreams to be a singer. No. That's right. You see, hey, what's up, Kimberly? Kimberly says, hello, everyone. Hope everyone's week is going well. Yes, the week was well. PM Channel says, hey to you. ATM says, why won't Shanquella family members hire a private eye to check out Cabo 6 and others that traveled the same day as Shanquella, who all for the 28th? That's a good question. Good question. I do remember, months ago, a bounty hunter had left a comment on one of my videos saying that they had offered to go look for Dejanay when they were talking about an arrest warrant was issued, but they wouldn't give a name. And he had stated, I wish I could remember which video it was on, stated that he was declined. They didn't want him looking or trying to, he offered to do it for free. So that's why I'm saying there's some, protection going on here somewhere. All right. Howdy, Kimberly. Kimberly says, nope, you don't have to bring out the slides for me. Yes, still want justice. Okay, I feel you. What's up, Kyrania? Evening, folks. PM Channel says, hello at Kyrania. Y'all seeing some more greetings up in here to the people. Okay, so I'm coming in for a landing here. Jan says, RN, put it this way. Some people see the gender of the aggressor differently, but people are actually supporting Nazir Wiggins. That's what the difference is, in my opinion. Okay, Janet. I see y'all, what y'all saying. Okay. I mean, yeah. PM Channel is getting some more greetings from people here. What's up? Ladam Sweet Tea says, hi, y'all. Thanks for keeping this case alive. And remember, it took 4 years to put Timothy Norman away. Never give up hope. Yes, and I just saw I had a sheet here on that Timothy dude here, the sweetie pie thing. I never did anything on that, but I was wanting to because I had noted that it was the same kind of dynamics that that Darrell Brooks guy had with he had the enabling mama and grandma up there doing the stuff like that. Yes. All right. Janet Jenkins says, exactly, Ladam. The Jessica says, at Janet Jenkins says, it is what it is. Oh, come on, y'all. Yes, it is what it is. Janet Jenkins says, exactly, Ladam. Keep hope alive. Yes. All right. Janet Jenkins says, at La Jessica, I just want both sides to be heard fairly. That's all. Yeah, we hearing both sides. Like I said, I'm on the side of truth, math, and science, not opinions, not thoughts, not feelings. It's not about feelings. It's math and science. It's not my feelings. Math and science. Math and science. Indisputable, unchangeable. Your foundation. It's going to affect your outside appearance. This cannot be changed. So it's not about feelings. It's not about thoughts. Math and science. Facts. Truth. I'm not concerned with feelings or opinions. When things can be proven with math and science, I'm always going to be on the side of math and science because I'm on the side of truth. PM Channel says, Ladam, sweet tea, yes, never give up. And that's what we're doing here. We're keeping it hot for Shanquella Robinson. Jan said at PM Channel, I did finally sub to your channel. So we got some subs up here. Oh, yeah. This here is for the ambassador, for the embassy government for Mexico, and give a lot of information up in here, too, about the laws over there and things like that. PM Channel is thanking you, Janet, for all the good work you've done here, the substitutions and all that good stuff. You got some welcomes and all that good stuff. PM Channel says, they have it, are in. You're kind of late in the chat. All right, Ladam Sweet Tea says, this world is so backwards. There is more apprehension and respect dealing with the transgenders than when biological women. Now they are claiming that women can't own periods. Exactly. And that's why I'm saying, like, for, people getting upset about this, when is anybody going to stand up for us women? Where are real X chromosomes safe? Kimberly says, yes, thanks, PM Channel. What's up, Midwest Black Girl? Says, love your hair. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Math and science. That's right. Black Girl is kicking some facts here. Math and science. Yes, yes, yes. All right. And here, last but not least, loving the hair. All right. So before I let y'all go, just because I've never shown any of these little sweetie pie videos here, I got a few of them. I'm just going to, just for a little fun time here, let me go over this thing here since we've been talking about it and stuff. All right. So let's see here. These are little short videos anyway. So let's go on and do some sharing. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. All right. Share. Welcome to Sweetie. All right. Let's hear some cold-blooded stuff here. All right, here we go. Welcome to Sweetie Pie. This here is the what everybody's talking about. I took 4 years for the FBI to do something on here. Look at her. She is a narcissistic mother who's been coddling this individual here, and mama's boy here, mama's boy here. And I remember feeling that and seeing that back when they had a show, the Sweetie Pie show, and there was another lady, I guess a girlfriend or something that this guy was involved with. But because when you have these mama's boys like that, these narcissistic relationships, these two are a couple. So this is her man and this is his woman. So that's why they can't have a successful relationship with a real person, because mama is already your number one girl. Your son is your number one man, right? And that's why she defended him and supported him to the very end, the same way Darrell Brooks' people, mother and grandmother, supported him along the way.
A lot of family members here on the street. Andre, as of late.
Reality star Tim Norman sentenced to life in prison for his role in a murder-for-hire plot that led to the fatal 2016 shooting of his nephew, Andre Montgomery.
Okay, Andre, this is whole pepper. We use fresh pepper.
They were co-stars in the long-running series Welcome to Sweetie Pies, and Norman has maintained he had no involvement in his nephew's murder.
I'm glad you're coming to help me, bro.
Only thing that's difficult in having a family business, you can't.
Look at this. See how close they are? Watch. When you see pictures of them together, the way they're holding each other, it's not, you can see this here is sick.
And fight.
The reality series, which ran for 9 seasons on the Oprah Winfrey Network, chronicled life behind the counter at Sweetie Pies, a soul food eatery in St. Louis owned by Norman's mother, a former backup singer for Tina Turner, who goes by the name Miss Robbie.
My son, Tim, tackles everything from supplies to managing our employees.
People would come by the restaurant and sit and watch me and my mom argue all day. So somebody said, hey, man, it's
like a couple.
Put this on TV.
In a statement, prosecutors said Norman portrayed one image to the public, but there were more sinister intentions lurking underneath.
We lost the entire family to violence.
He was arrested in 2020. The charges? Conspiracy to commit murder for hire and conspiracy to commit wire fraud, with Norman taking out a $450,000 life insurance policy on Montgomery, then arranged for his nephew's murder.
Andre is like one of the beats in my heart, and it's gone.
Norman was found guilty in September.
But we could have closure if somebody would tell who did this to Andre.
Wow. So she's not even admitting that her son is responsible for this. Wow. Let me see when this was. All right, so this was March 2023. I'm sure this is old, maybe.
They set him up. It was somebody he knew because he got a phone call.
His uncle.
And he went outside, and when he got outside, they shot him. He wouldn't have gone outside for a stranger.
Following his conviction, the restaurant closed. Robbie told customers, "Thank you all so much for the many years of support." And just a week before his sentencing, Norman continued pleading his innocence on social media, telling fans, "Thank you for all the prayers. I'm still in disbelief." The caption, #innocent.
Wow.
I know a lot of people,
Them narcs always be smiling on their mugshots, huh? Look at them. Woo, they don't take none of this stuff serious. They ain't nothing to them.
said have done things in their past that they regret.
The prosecution adds, although Andre's family was robbed of their loved one, hopefully this result will provide some measure of peace and justice for them.
Look at that. Big nut. All right, so just a few little things here. Let's see here. Jessica says, unfortunately, it's not getting through to her. That's what I'm saying. Y'all sitting up here spending all this time going back and forth with trying to convince me of something. Keep up the justice for Shanquella Robinson. It's not going to get through to me. There's nothing that anybody could say to me that's going to make me change my brain from knowing that I'm looking at an XY chromosome unaliving Shanquella with his bare hands. All right, here we go. This is like a little minute something here. Let's see, Ladam Sweetie says, so the whole world seen how Shanquella got the life beaten out of her, and the FBI is taking the words of the perps about how she became unalive. We've all seen the cases with less evidence get convicted. Yes, I agree. Look at this. Right? Look at this pose here. Right? Look at this. She probably it was in the middle of any type of relationship that he could possibly get into, because this is her man. Look at this pose, right? So no woman was ever going to be good enough for him, because mama is his lady, mama his special girl. Look at this. It's a lot of women out there that make their sons their men. It's her man. You can see it in the pose here. Look at this pose. Inappropriate.
Standing by her son, James Timothy Norman, who's accused of conspiring to kill his nephew, Andre Montgomery, nearly 5 years ago. In a recent interview with KTVI, the Welcome to Sweetie Pie star spoke about her son's ongoing case.
I've had tough times and I'm still having them, but God is good. You know, they say he won't put no more on you than you can bear. I'm going through it. My son is in trouble right now.
My son, she don't give a hoot about the grandson. She's concerned about her son. That's her man. Listen to her.
I'm going through it. My son is in trouble right now, but I'm his mother, and I don't know no more about it than you, because I hear about it when you do. But I'm there for him to support. That's what mothers do. We're doing to death to us.
So what about the parent? Because if that's her grandchild, is it her daughter who had him? Or, what about your other child who has lost their child? You are supporting your son.
It's part, same as a marriage. So if something...
See that? Same as a marriage. Told you.
Happens to your kid, you got to be there for them, because you're their inspiration.
Well, what about whoever I think it's her daughter's son that was unalived. I'm not sure. If anybody knows how he was her grandson, was it through her daughter? And if you're there for your son, how come you're not there for your other child who lost their child, right? But you just there for your man.
And not that what he's involved in was good or bad. I don't know. But that's my son. And I can't abandon him now.
As previously reported, Norman was accused of hiring 30-year-old Travell Hill to kill Montgomery outside of a St. Louis, Missouri apartment complex. Hill was convicted of one count of conspiracy to commit murder for hire and another count of murder for hire, to which he pleaded guilty. Norman allegedly wanted his nephew killed, according to court documents, to obtain a $250,000 life insurance policy for which he was the sole beneficiary.
Wow.
Norman's trial date is slated for sometime in September. His girlfriend, Terica Ellis, and the insurance agent have also been charged. For Bollywood.com, I'm Jasmine Simpkins.
Wow. Wow. Kyrene said Tim Norman has female hips. I thought he had a little more than just female hips. He has booby woobies. He has some boobies. All right. Ladam says, I truly hope and want to believe that the FBI is still watching and being quiet in case one of the Cabo 6 slips up. There is no statute of limitation on murking. True. Ladam is says, and this spin. Ladam says, and those feminine hips are going to get everyone's desserts in prison. Yeah. Because he should be in there now, right, y'all? In there serving his time. All right, click off. All right, so let me see here. I got a couple more, then I'm gonna let y'all go. I never did. I wanted to do this, I guess, back in March or something like that, but just never did. All right, here go a little news clip here. Wait, let me see if I got something more spicier. What is this here? All right. Well, let's see here. Yeah, just do this one little last one. See what's this one here. Oh, this is something about Shanquella. Oh, okay. Oh, this is okay. Yeah, this was why I didn't do it, because here I had got, this was the day that I got the March 13th, the letter from Sue Robinson with all the stuff on the autopsy. That's why this Sweetie Pie page didn't go, because that came up. All right, here goes something so the men don't think that we all just beating up on them. All right. This here is showing some women, a woman doing some brutal stuff here. Woman doing brutal stuff here. Go back there. Get off your toes. Let me get off y'all's toes. Anyway, whoever's toes feel like they being stepped on. Right there. All right there. All right. So here we go. Says daycare owner jailed for shooting husband over alleged child abuse, explains why. Oh, I don't know. This might not be proof of my point here. All right, let's see.
Hi, how are you? Bruce LaShan.
The judge says Shanquella Weems took the law into her own hands. But she says she snapped, and some supporters see her as a kind of avenging angel, seeking justice for horrible crimes against children.
I was emotional.
Her backers were stunned last month when a judge slapped the 50-year-old with a 4-year sentence, twice what even prosecutors.
Wait a minute. All right, you see. Kyrania said, I wholeheartedly believe Miss Robbie knew Tim did that and even helped set him up. You know what? I feel that too, because, okay, I'm going to go back over here. Let's see, I had one more, I believe, on this Sweetie Pie. Sweetie Pops. He gonna be Sweetie Cheeks. He's probably Sweetie Cheeks already. Let's see here. Is the right one here? All right. Yeah. Me too, because he had owed money to his mama. They had already been in a very toxic relationship and stuff, where, you know, he showed disrespect to her by stealing, taking out loans in her name and all that stuff. So, yeah. All right, so here we go.
Cash in on a life insurance policy. Good evening. I'm Samantha Jones.
I'm Steve Savard. Tonight's new details come from federal authorities. James Norman is charged in a murder for hire plot. The victim, his nephew, Andre Montgomery, was killed in March 2016 on Natural Bridge. He was the grandson of Miss Robbie, the original owner of Sweetie Pies. The restaurant and the family were the focus of a series on the Oprah Winfrey Network. News 4's Corey Stark is in the control room tonight. And Corey, this story is getting national attention.
Yeah, it sure is, Steve. And we have some of those details. The U.S. Attorney's Office says Montgomery's uncle, 41-year-old James Norman, was arrested this morning in Jackson, Mississippi for conspiring with another woman to have his nephew killed. Federal authorities say their murder-for-hire plan was all over a $450,000 life insurance policy.
Wow.
Our News 4 cameras were there in the late night hours of March 14th, 2016, after Andre Montgomery was shot and killed inside a house on Natural Bridge. Andre had appeared several times on the St. Louis-based reality TV show Sweetie Pies. This video showing him graduate just a few years before he was killed. Now, 4 years after his murder, authorities still don't know who pulled the trigger, but say Montgomery's uncle, James Norman, and a woman were behind it all. Court documents show 2 years before the murder, Norman took out a $450,000 life insurance policy on his nephew, in which Norman was the only beneficiary.
Wow.
In the days leading up to the murder, Norman, who was living in LA, began communicating with an exotic dancer by the name of Teresa Ellis, who lived in Memphis, Tennessee. They both traveled to St. Louis, and on the day of the murder, prosecutors say Ellis contacted Montgomery to learn his exact location. After learning that information, she used a temporary phone to call Norman, and Montgomery was killed minutes later. Authorities say Ellis's phone location placed her in the area of the murder at the time of the homicide, and that she called Norman immediately after the murder took place and then left town. Soon after, Ellis deposited over $9,000 into bank accounts that previously had a negative balance. And a week after the murder, Norman contacted the life insurance company to collect on the $450,000 policy.
And court documents show that despite several attempts to collect the insurance money, Norman hasn't been able to do so because he's failed to submit proper documents. Norman does own a Sweetie Pies restaurant in Mississippi. Ellis also faces a conspiracy charge in connection with the murder. Corey Stark, News 4.
Wow. Wow. Kyrene said Tim had her believing Andre stole her money. La damn. All right. Kyrene said Andre's dad was her son. He was unalived. Oh, so that's even more awful. Wow. So it looks like Andre was her, I mean, not Andre, but Tim was her golden child. And that was who she had favor for. She had a lot of favor for him. It was that he was her man, you know. They had a really sad type of dynamics there. So the dead son was on. Oh wow. Yeah, and see, they tried to. Okay, I do remember him saying that the deaths on that street. Wow, what a sick person to do that. What's up, Melanie B says it was her other son's child. Thank you. He passed away years ago. Thanks, y'all. Wow. Cold-blooded. LaDime Sweetie says, if it wasn't the beating that unalived her, what did? Alcohol poison? Even if she smelled like alcohol, who's to say they didn't pour alcohol in her mouth while she was down? And my thing was this. Before the incident, the attack took place, Shanquella was standing upright. She was not staggering or, wobbly or anything. She was standing upright and trying to resist. She did not appear to be intoxicated at all. Not at all. Not at all. Did that. All right. All right. So did I do? I think that's. I just got one more. All right. Here is the story of the whole thing. And Yeah, that was it. Let's see here. That was it. That's all I wanted to share with y'all. All right, so let me finish up these here. Denethia says, this is not his first time being in prison. Yeah, I had heard that too, that he had served some time in the past. Ledam says that Kyrania, Miss Robbie's son surely did pass there. That's what gave Timothy the idea to do it there. Such a narcissist. Yes. Yep. I told y'all. I can see. I did that already. I can see. Yeah, I'm grateful I was able to show those. I had never, I had put those together because I really wanted to go into the depths of the narcissistic relationship between, a narcissistic mother and her son, because there is this whole dynamics, and to warn also people, if you get involved with a mama's boy or a daddy's girl, that those tend to be narcissistic relationships where they're just going to use you to triangulate you with their real person that they like to be with, which will be that parent. Because to me, that is an inappropriate relationship when you have that kind of relationship with your son, or if you're a father and you have that kind of relationship where you're going out on dates with your daughter and stuff like that. No. Get your own people. Let's see here. Ladam says that video was years before they caught him. Wow. And then for him to be saying that like that, see how narcissists don't have any feelings. They love going back to the site the same way the Cabo 6 or some of them went over to Shanquella's mother's house to, sit there in front of the faces like that. It takes a real sick person to be able to, look at you and be around you when you've just, unalived the person there. Ladam says, I knew Miss Robbie was delusional when she put out the song, Ain't My Stuff Good Enough at 80 years old. I doubt it. Oh, I didn't know she put out a song like that. What? Ugh, girl, she put out 2 videos and both are hot mess. What? There's a video, y'all. Okay, so if there is a video, I've got to play it. Let me go check this out. There better not be no video about this old lady talking about some good stuff. Let's see here. Miss Robbie. Let's see here. Miss Robbie. Oh, she's passed away? Oh, sister passed away. All right, Miss Robbie. What's the name of this video? Ain't My Stuff Good Enough. Miss Robbie. Ooh, it popped up there. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see the video. I found it here. 3 minutes. Let's see here. I don't see no 1s. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see this video. Nobody want to see it? Well, I do. Let me put my 1 in the chat. 1. Wait a minute. Okay. Browser block screen. Wow. Let's see. I can't remember. I got it. I found it. I found it. Ooh. This is why old people need to stay. Old people need to stay in our lanes. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna see it. This is what Miss Robbie, Ain't My Stuff Good Enough? Official video. HD video.
You've been giving me just enough. Now you're off to greener pastures. Looking for some better stuff. Hey.
Green grass grows right beneath your nose.
I'm sitting here, I'm ready, waiting for you, sitting for you. But the green grass grows right beneath your nose. Hey, baby. So why you out creeping, scheming, trying to find someone new? What's the matter, baby? Ain't my stuff good enough? Ain't I good to you, baby? Ain't my stuff good enough? Good enough for you, baby. Ain't my stuff
Why y'all hating on Miss Robbie?
Ain't it good?
Ain't it good?
Ain't it good?
Yeah.
Ain't my stuff
Ain't it
good
good
enough? Tell me, ain't it good?
Woo! Ain't it good
Now
enough?
you got the candles burning,
Woo!
burning from both ends.
Yeah.
When I ask you about her, you say she's just your friend. But the green grass grows right beneath your nose. Sitting here ripe and ready, waiting for you.
Ooh, she said she ripe and ready.
But the green grass grows right beneath your nose. Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
So why you all creeping, cheating, trying to find someone
When I'm right
new?
here, and I got
What's
you
the
good
matter, baby? Ain't my stuff good enough? Ain't I good to you, baby? Ain't my stuff good enough? Good enough for you, baby. Ain't my stuff good enough? Ain't it good? Ain't it good? Ain't it good? Yeah. Ain't my stuff good enough? Tell me, ain't it good to you?
All right, it ain't that bad. I thought she was gonna be twerking. Y'all, let me see here. Stop sharing. Where my? I can't find my mouse. Why is this appearing this big here? Exit full screen. I hope y'all was able to see that because I didn't know if y'all if I was able to share it or not. My screen was super big, but when you said that, LaDam, I thought she was gonna be up there twerking or something. She stayed in her lane. It was all right. Oh my goodness. We say Carvine said, girl, she put out 2 videos and both are a hot mess. Woo, Carvine said, I can't remember the name of the other one, but she's singing about cheating. Okay. All right. So that was nice. I did not know that about Ms. Robbie. Actually, I had just learned too on that video that she was part of, the Ike and Tina. She was a, Ikeette, or she, I didn't know that either about her. Yeah, I just thought she was, the Sweetie Pie restaurant person. I didn't know. So, she's just showing that she still got it. If Tina was still doing it, right. Miss Robbie, y'all, come on now. That's Miss Robbie. She was still showing that her stuff is good enough. Kyra, you said I could use a good laugh. Yes, I needed that laugh too. Kyron said that man looked like he's her grandchild. I know, huh? She could have asked Mr. Earl to play that part. I know. Yeah. But who knows? That's probably like the cougar anthem to ask these cubs, ain't my stuff good enough for you? All right, and on that note, I'm gonna say good night to y'all and thank you so much for sharing the videos and all that good stuff. And I will see y'all in another video. Peace and love. Ain't my stuff good?